What's up guys, welcome to another episode of Bag Boys. Woo! I'm excited today. First of all, I want to thank everybody that purchased stickers. The stickers are sold out. They sold out extremely quickly. So I appreciate all of your support. All of the funds that were made off of the stickers is obviously going back into the channel, so I can keep continuing to try and bring you guys lekker content, lekker, you know. Currently, I'm on my way home now, going to start in the garage. I'm going to start on something that I've been wanting to do for the longest time. You know, last episode guys, we sorted out my shifter, which now feels fantastic. Today we're actually going to get into sorting out the clutch pedal that's so high. So I know if you've seen, you can go back to one of the older videos, but in one of my first videos I explained how high the clutch pedal was. It's literally double the height of the rest of the pedals. Wait, let me just pull away and I'm sure you see, the phone was gonna fall now. Alright, so the last time we fixed the shifter, and we now need to get into the clutch pedal that's so high, right? So we're going to be changing the whole pedal basically, because the pedal I made from scratch. Remember, my car was a hydraulic clutch pedal, right? It worked with fluid, so it never had a hook for a cable, and I have a Nissan Sentra clutch cable in the car. So that's what we're going to be working on today, is making the pedal better so that it can get the full throw of the clutch but still have the same height of the Mazda. So we'll get into it. I have a game plan. I'm just on my way now to check for some parts for BERTI. If I get them, I'll include those as well, but I'll check you guys back at the garage. So yeah, let's get into it. This is new. Alright, so we are at my day one, my go-to. I just got these bad guys. Yeah, I'm excited for this. Look here, this bike used to idle so smooth when I got it. You would forget that it's on when you're standing at the robot. And it just got rougher and rougher, and it's actually the mounts in the bakkie. Anyway, so I got engine mountings and a new gearbox mounting for the bakkie. So 2 engine mountings, gearbox mounting. So we're gonna fit that into BERTI. So let's finish that up quickly and then we can move over. Alright. So guys, here is the pedal, right? So the problem we were having is that the pedal was too far forward and not lined up with the other pedals that was inside the car. So I'm going to try and keep this as short and as sweet as possible, but explaining at the same time, right? So I put this little bolt through here. So now we're looking at the pedal from the side. That's where it would bolt in the car, and this is the range of motion, right? That's how it goes. You would step here and it would move like that. So then I measured before, I did all my measurements before I took it out the car. So I measured what is the travel of the pedal. So I put it against the firewall. See, I made a dot. Then I measured it was 26 centimeters when it was fully sprung, right? Down to there. So then I put this stopper back on, right? And I measured it to where it should sit with the rest of the pedals, which is there, which is like, I think it was 19 or something like that. So no, 16. So I was like 10 centimeters out, meaning the pedal was 10 centimeters more forward than the rest of the pedals, right? So okay, so we know that's where it goes down to, that's where it stops. So what you'll see on the other end here, this is the hook that the clutch cable goes onto. So I welded this on here. I made this hook myself. The clutch cable goes on there. So when we are at this current height, that's where the hook for the cable is. And when I move it down to the firewall, it stops there. So now currently the clutch is working fine, but the pedal's too high. So we know this is the right amount of travel that it has here, which I measured to be 4 centimeters. Now when I move it to the stock height where the pedal should be, you'll see the clip is only about 2 centimeters out, right, from the start point. So the travel definitely was not enough, and we need to get it to 4 centimeters. So what I did was I made a straight line from, like, along with the hook straight up this way. Then I put it by the firewall and I made a straight line there, and then I just left these 2 lines on there, right? And then I measured between these 2 lines where is the point of 4 centimeters. So that's 4. but we need it on this range of motion. So that is the point there. So now I know if I'm at stock height and this, if I'm down here at stock and this hook is the length of that, and I move it to the firewall and it ends up there, that distance there would be 4 centimeters. Meaning what I need to do is extend this hook till that point in order for it to have enough travel, 4 centimeters, when I have it at stock height down to the firewall. So that's what we're going to be doing now. I'm going to cut this here and extend it further up, and then we should have enough height. I already went inside the car to measure how much space I actually have to the top of the firewall to make sure that that doesn't hit the top, which we have about 2 mil to play with, but we can make adjustments. Yeah, so boring stuff aside, I hope that made sense to you. Now I'm going to amend this pedal and we're going to see if we have a proper clutch after. So yeah. I sweet but her lips were better. Cold skin with a burning temper, so we'll remember. She's the fire on the trees. She's so far out of my league. She's a hurricane, I'm just the breeze. She's the time I love to waste. I'd let the girl live, I don't know what live. Give her all my things, empty my pockets. She takes me crossroads, far from things I know. There's no place like home, there's no place like home. I'd let the girl live, I don't know what live. Give her all my things, empty my pockets. She takes me crossroads, far from things I know. There's no place like home. I got it all installed there now. These are exactly the same height. I can trap both in at the same time just to show you. It's the same height, and this thing feels, yo, with a shifter. Woo! I'm gone, boy! See you later! Nah, it feels liquor. It feels cack liquor. Yeah! Can't wait to drive this car again. Ooh. So I obviously can only test if it's like releasing and grabbing properly when the car's driving, but I still have a whole lot of adjustability. Let me show you guys. So because of the way it's positioned now, this is my adjustment. So these are all threads that I still have left. So this bolt was like here, so now I have all this adjustability still. It's just a matter of if it's pulling back and going forward far enough to release and engage. But I'm sure it is. My measurements are right. I trust my measurements. So yeah, more time saved. Now we got the proper shifter, proper clutch. Yeah, I'm so happy. So another thing I just noticed now also, this is where the clutch cable goes into the firewall. So I obviously had to drill that hole there for it to go because there was no place for it. But that firewall is not the strongest, and I noticed while I was driving the car, I kept having to adjust this nut further back and back and back, and I was wondering why. I thought it was the mounts, and I'm very glad that it wasn't, because I actually just discovered that behind this little piece here, the chassis is actually tearing. So I need to make like a piece of bracing that I can put in with this to make sure that it's strong enough and the chassis doesn't tear any further. I can't really weld here unless I remove this. So we'll see what we can do now quickly. Okay, so there it is now with the cable removed, and I'm so glad that I took it off. You can see there it is tearing in its chops. So I'm going to need to figure out how we can fix that up and make sure that it doesn't happen. I was literally like maybe 2-3 power shifts away from that whole thing just pulling the clutch through there, and then I can't go anywhere. So I'm glad I found that, and it also shows your boy is not playing around when it comes to power shifting. This thing must be gebou om te hou. Sy trap hom, meneer. And if you don't understand Afrikaans, you must be able to step on him. So yeah, let's figure out if we can fix that quickly.
Let's do the
Okay, so as you saw, I just got the upper half of the intake off now. So lucky for me, I can do that with this engine. So yeah, and then I pulled this as straight as I can. So I'm just trying to figure out, wow, what's my method of attack here. This metal is pretty thin. So if I add welds here now, I want to add, let me just get this piece. So I want to add this piece over the top and weld it on there, right, to strengthen it. But I don't want to have welds and then this thing sits uneven. I want it to sit flat on here. So I'm thinking I'm actually just gonna weld this directly on first and then finish off the cracks, weld the ends of the cracks off. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and get this mounted properly on here, and then we're gonna start cleaning up the metal and weld it on. You guys know the deal. So yeah. Alright guys, so I didn't record the whole process of welding this washer on here, but it's like a, I would say 3 to 4 mil thick washer that I added on, and then I just welded all the way around. So now this should be a bit stronger, or much stronger actually. So we just need to go ahead and reseal the intake now and put everything back together. I'm just going to put some, you know, my favorite, the spray over here, just to keep the rust away, and then yeah, we should be good on the shifter. Okay guys, so engine bay is all wrapped up again. I got everything connected nicely, cable is back in, it feels great, everything is on point. So we can only check if the clutch cable is working properly and adjusted properly, obviously now once the car is driving. But yeah, it's in for the most part. So all we're gonna do now is we still need to fit the mounts, gearbox and engine mounts onto BERTI. So we'll get into that next. For now, the Mazda is wrapped up. The mount is in, the new mount is there, spaffy. I stopped recording because yes, you would swear 4 sailormen just walk into this garage. I tried putting in the mount, and then I swear to you, it's like the devil stepped in and he wanted to ruin God's holy Sunday. Yo, anyway, so as I was going, fucking this nut was stripped, that nut stripped. So I couldn't get this off. Then I tried to get it off. The mount is falling apart. So guys, please man, just take this little segment you saw now as entertainment purposes only, because I did not do what I'm supposed to. As you can see, everything is still dirty because, nah, not today, Satan. So I just got it back in the way that it was with the new mount. And this is a job for another day, because I will have to knock these nuts out and re-weld it into this brackets, new nuts, which is not what I'm going to do right now. So anyway, new mount is in, just need to do the engine mounts. Alright guys, shoo, what a video. It was quite enjoyable. Lekker work that we got done. First of all, the Mazda, the shifting feels fantastic. I'm glad that I got the firewall sorted, the cable, the shifter, everything is feeling very nice. So super happy about that. Other than that, BERTI's mounts is back in the bakkie. It's renewed. Look, it doesn't feel as smooth as it was when I just bought the bakkie, but also it feels like it's like a bakkie, bitchy rough around the edges, but nothing too hectic. But anyways guys, that's going to be the end of the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as usual, if you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and like at the bottom. If you're enjoying the channel, please subscribe. I do appreciate all the subscriptions, and in the meantime, bag boys, we out safe.